Hello and welcome back to the Pontiac c10. Now thing's been in hibernation, ready to get it out and ready to start working on it. You can see I got some parts here already, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But first, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Be sure to share this with your friends who you think might like it, or, if they don't like it, they love C10s and this would be blasphemy to them. But I'm trying to get the thing ready because I want to drive it soon, because this was my daily driver. I want to drive it again daily so I can start working on the other GTOs. But I also really want to take this to Norwalk for the Pontiac Nationals and the Pontiac Uprising in Arkansas City, Kansas this year. I love to do that, and I need to keep going on. So with this right here, I'm going to try to finish the wiring, get the alternator mounted up, get the starter mounted up, and I have new accessory brackets so I can mount this up. I'll just grab a battery from like the Bonneville, stick it in here so I know where it's sitting, and I can start routing the rest of the wires and get it all today. I'll probably put the distributor in there and make sure it's good too, make sure I got enough wire, because I need to make sure I got the plug-in for the distributor. Mental note, it's something about this one of these. There's always little stuff, especially when you're doing this one. Like this one is frame off after the wreck. No harness. Got rid of the harness because it was mangled up. And starting from the ground up, there's a lot to try to remember. So, yeah, I'd like to get this going, and I'm just gonna get to it. Get my brackets put on. So the bracket kit I got it from CFV, and I know a lot of people used them. So I know they're pretty decent. There. And it is for the 11-volt water pump. So I just really need to figure out exactly how this thing should go and all that good stuff. Alright, I kind of got it half started. I think I might be missing a spacer or two, but at least I'm going to know right exactly where my alternator is sitting. And that's all I need right now, because there's no point in putting it completely together, because it's not like it's going to run right now. Okay, so there's my alternator. Wires are down low because this is for the truck. I may have to keep it up like that, I think. I'm not sure yet. Alright, so I'm leaving the water temperature sensor for now, but I know this is going to go here. This goes to the distributor. So with the oil pressure sensor, it's going to go around the back side there for now. And then these go down to the starter. Really, I know they ain't going to be that long, so still going to cut them extra long, but not as long as what was there. So they're going to go down this way, straight down. Right there, where the starter will go. And I got the starter. I'm just gonna wait until I crawl up under there to do all that at once. And I got those routed that way, those routed that way. I got this factory tab here that I'm gonna open up and stick my wiring there so it stays, and that's a good spot. Although, why the heck do I still got that on there? I don't know. Why do I got that on there still? I don't know. I think I would have already got rid of that stuff because I don't need it. Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all can see this. Let me zoom in and show you. This right here means a lot to me. I am almost tempted to keep that paint there and not paint it. And I have a reason for that, and it's kind of a story, you know. I know I've been doing this frame up. I've been doing this truck for years. It's been 12 years since I drove it. Long time. I started driving this truck in 2002. Bought it from my dad in 2005. And it's been through a lot with me. It always got me home. And it saved my life. I survived. It... not so much. So I've always been struggling with the fact of this truck that it's... because I've replaced so much metal, it almost don't feel like my truck. Almost. There's still a lot of the metal left, but like the whole front end's not the same truck. It took a beating. God, did it take a beating. But to see that blue makes me feel better. It really does, because it's like, there's the blue. The blue that this truck originally was is still there. Because I never removed that. Man. Some of y'all understand this feeling. Others, it's just metal, it's just another truck. Other people are more attached to their cars. Like me. And I might leave that little bit of blue right there. I think I'm going to leave it just so I can see that blue still. Because it's been ages since I've seen the blue. Because the blue's all gone from the cab and the bed. And of course, definitely that side of the cab, because it took some damage. That's why it's smooth there now. Man, okay. Remnants, let me get back to work. Now here's a fun one. That is actually putting my new mega fuses in. And I'm trying to figure out the best place for them. Now, from the factory, the junction was there and the fusible links went down. I think I'm going to kind of just roll with that. And probably put this right about there. I think that'll work. I got the red wire from here. It's going to come straight out to it. Then, still got one more wire from the alternator. Go this way to it. And then the one down to the starter. I'm going to try to get this mounted just about where I want it. I hope. I just right about there. Okay. That'll do. Alright, now just put that on and run more wires. You know, one of the most annoying things working on these trucks is I don't care how it's sitting, everything seems to fall off the core support every time. I could have it jacked up in the front and stuff still falls off of it. Now I'm going to go ahead and run the 6 gauge that came with the kit. What's going to happen is this wire is going to come out, go there, that one goes there, and one straight down to the starter. Not a big deal. Alright. Let me get working on that. Got to, prep to go under there. And now, of course, I went with the mini starter. And, yeah, all I got to do is run the purple wire to this. It came with the starter. Plug it up in there. The 6 gauge from the mega fuse will go to here, where the battery will also go. Not worried about doing the battery right now. Just for a simple fact that the battery cable itself is going to be the easy one to route. I ain't got to worry about it. It's just going to go and then under the engine. I'm not going to go through the exhaust like a lot of the Pontiacs did. I'm going to the later model where they went under just like everyone else, because I'm avoiding, well, wires and exhaust. So I'm just going to throw this on there real quick, bolt it on real quick, get my wires, cut the length, get the ends on them. Yeah, all the good stuff. Oh. I guess I could have moved my tools a little bit more out of my way. That could have been smart. Okay, slide that right there. There we go. All right. Obviously got plenty of length of wire. So I need to get that out of my way. And then this wire here, there we go, all the way down. There we go. Pretty nice. I love mini starters. Even if you don't have a race car, it don't matter because they're so much lighter and easier to deal with and give you more space. I just don't want it to fall on me. I want to make sure I got some threads in it. Which obviously is plenty, but I guess I'm overkill. Okay, good enough. Alright. So I know they're gonna go, you can't see, sorry. I'm rounding it in such a way, because there's no way, well, maybe I can show y'all here in a minute. I'm rounding it in such a way, I know my header's here, and I want these tucked against the block over here. So, and on this, those wires are inside, which is better anyway. I should probably check the measurement of the oil pan, because I can come down further. I was looking at deep pans, you know, extra quart capacity pans. I was wanting to see what this is, to see how far some of the others hang, but yeah, that's good right there. I can actually feel that. Okay. Double check myself. There we go. That should work. Gotta have some slack in the line, or in the wire. So right there. And I'll cut a little bit further back, just in case. Perfect. Okay. Now for the other wire, it's going right there. Give it a little slack. There we go. Okay. Now all I gotta do is put the ends on, and these are good. So I guess I'll go ahead and take the starter back off, put it back in the box, because I don't need it now. Oh. Whee! There we go. Do it the smart way. Well, I hope I actually just thought about that. No, you know, I gave me enough room that I could work on it, actually. Yeah. Now, if you can see, here's our wires, and they're running down there, so I can tuck and hide. With the starter, it should be away from all the exhaust. Now, once all it's all in there, I can really get it right where I want. But I know this reaches with plenty of room. So, yeah, that part's done. Now, I'm liking this. So, we got my mega fuses here, right where the old junction was. And of course, remember we had the fusible links here back, you know. Trucks had them and they're notorious for going bad. Now I got that wire going straight down through that. It's all tucked. Or not tucked, but you know, it's nice, it's neat. All my wires are there, branching off right there. That should be pretty clean. Now I know some people are like, I don't like this. You should have ran it under there. I could have, but I don't want to. I'd rather have it there, where one, these are right off the main harness. Two, there is that much gap in some spots between the block, the heads, and the firewall, and right there is the largest gap. So there's plenty of room for nothing to get pinched and all that. So yeah, I could have probably made it look a little cleaner, but I was also thinking of safety of the wires. That worked for me though, and I'm happy with it. It's my truck. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. Now the thing there's two parts of this harness I still haven't done yet. That is the wiper and the horn. I forgot to order a horn again. I need to remember that. All right, let's go ahead and remove the wiper. I'm going to keep it as a spare because why not? But I'm going to go ahead and put a new one on it. Since we're here. Oh yeah. I need to charge the batteries. I forgot about that. And fresh battery. The other one's on the charger. Yeah. Uh-oh. Ah, crap. Well, well, that turned into a much longer job. That's cool. Fantastic. Okay, you can let yourself, you can let go. Here goes nothing. Oops. Nope. Nada. I know what you're thinking. I did not get it out yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these set. Where they belong. So I can use that hole as a guide. And hopefully not mess anything up. Well, It's a new hole. It's just a little off, but at least I know to line up. Those are too big. Let's see. Oh, that's not right. Alright, let me go search what I got. Alright, now I can finish, well, while I'm waiting for paint to dry up there, and, you know, repaint things, before I put the wiper motor on, I'm going to go ahead and come back here and work with the lights. Alright, now what I'm doing that you probably can't see is I'm working on the multiple grounds. So what the plan here is to do is take the grounds for the lights and the tag light here. They will be grounded to the bed right here. Then the wire that's here will be cut and spliced, because this is the ground for the fuel sending unit. It'll connect to the frame and then back here to where these are on the bed. The reason for that is to give me multiple points of contact of ground for everything. I got the grounds on. Just gonna make sure they stay in place while everything cures. And like I said, it's going to shine through the hole where the light should go. And what I'm doing is I got it on this slight angle so it's pointed at the plate. Well, not the plate, because there is none there, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm getting at. So there, that'll hold it until everything cures. Alright. Alright, let's line all this back up. I say as I struggle. There we go, maybe. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright, that's going to be the fun one. Because, well, I decided to do something different. It'll work, I'm sure. If not, well, I'll find out later. There. Alright. There we go. Good deal. It's not ideal, but work. There we go. That's weird. Usually I thought that plastic thing filled the void, but it's kind of not. I guess it's alright. I guess it really doesn't matter. My old one. That's cool. So my old one had a foam around this plastic, and this one does not. It's cool. Way to not give me what I need. Now I'm really not liking this part of doing the wiring harness, because like this white wire is way too long. They got to plug into those, which I can make really short, which would be fine, but like, look at that. These are almost nice and tucked. Oh, how did I do that? Whoop. Okay. These are almost nice and tucked, but this fat one right here is way too long. I need to shorten it in order to make it look better, because look at that. So I could tuck it here. Well, not really, that ground is still being a pain. Not a fan of this part at all. There we go. Plug them all back in. Well. Of course. One for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck. Alright. There. See if it slides back in, because I'm out of these. Probably actually don't need it, but geez, if it slid out of there, you think it would go back in. No, it's not how it works, apparently. At least not with my luck. I am going to go ahead and cut it shorter now, so that it does not. There. Dropped quite a few things today. Where'd it go, though? Yeah. Maybe. Okay. Let's try that again. Yep, slid right back in. Okay. Zip tie there to that. and that'll be all right, I think. Now, another piece of the puzzle is finally this delay module for the windshield wipers. Finally found one on eBay, and I hooked it up to my truck, well, the GMC, the 81, and it seemed like it worked well. I just kind of had it plugged in and was playing with the switch under the dash while trying to look up. They work, but I'm not 100% sure that I had it on the right setting, so I'm not sure if it was accurate, you know, if the delay worked well, because I couldn't really see what I was doing, so. Oh.
No, it looks really comfortable in there, too.
Oh, yeah, yeah. It is very comfortable. Very. Very. Okay. Oh.
You sure you need wipers this bad?
Well, if I'm going to drive it daily, I might.
Yeah. This Renix the piss out of it.
I really did not want to take this dash and all that off to do that. It's too much of a pain with the cage. So, yeah, this is my option here.
Until you put a console and a floor shifter in, you know you can always take a nap in your car.
Just about, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be very comfortable. But
no, this brake pedal is what's hurting my arm under there.
no, so you can just cuddle your car that way.
True.
See, I just whacked the piss out of my head on the roll bar.
I mean, it's right there. There we go. Okay. Now it's the fun part of
Getting back out. Rebirthing of Terry out of the car.
I'm getting too old for this.
We still got cartilage, it's fine.
The good thing is the cage is actually here not only for safety, but I can actually pull myself up and out with it. So there's that. Woo. Oh, my new carpet's dirty. Oh, okay. Woo. That was fun. Alright, now the last thing for today is I'm going to go ahead and mount up this heater box. That's aftermarket. And I've already actually wired up the other side, so all I gotta do is plug this in and connect the ground. So, that'll be easy. But what I want to do is make sure I get this mounted up underneath where I want it, whether it be like that or that. Then, I got my bulkhead to run through the firewall. And I want to do that so I can see exactly where it is, because also I'm paying attention to where my heater hose is going to come out at. It's a lot of work to put a heater box in. I wonder if I should just do without.
Well, you don't like air conditioning, so.
Well, you know what irritates me about that?
What's that?
There's some people that claim you're not a daily driver streetcar unless you have AC.
A lot of cars didn't even come out with AC.
Yeah, it used to be an option.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta have AC. You ain't no daily driver. Well, number one, no, you don't. Especially if you live up north. Number two, are you really that afraid to race someone with no AC? It's only like an extra 35 pounds off the car. So if you're really that afraid, it tells me you ain't running much. 35 pounds is going to scare you.
Well, we live in the South, and I'm a big man, and I like my air conditioning. And mine was a factory AC car, so I'm eventually going to put it back in.
All right, so took the glove box off, mounted one bracket to an existing, the aftermarket heater bracket to an existing bracket on both sides, and did that. Got all set up, but the problem is I don't like how low these are and how that's going to have to bend to go through the bulkhead fitting. So I'm going to have to figure that out later. So now I know, and well, I'm just going to look for another heater. Now I did run this exact same 9-inch heater on the 80 model. I think that was the Mustang. But yeah, I'm gonna have to just look for a different heater for now, and then figure out after that. Because the last time I did this on the 80 model, I bolted it up to the cow. Not the greatest of choices, I think. Now, it didn't make it easier to run the hoses straight out, I almost thought about going up to the dash, but that also creates the problem of, well, the box is going to be forward more towards the front of the dash, or towards where the passengers are in the dash. And I don't think there's going to be enough room for the heater hose to come out, or the vent tubes to come out for the ducts. The ducts, yeah, that's it. That's the word. So I need to do some research there and figure out exactly how I want to do that, because I'm not just going to rush into it and just do it. Because right now also it is too low, I feel. Now the 9-inch, when it was on the 80 model, it got really hot in there. I don't really need that. I could use a smaller heater. It'd be fine for a truck cab. So keep that in mind, figure it out. So yeah, it is what it is. Everything else is where it should be that I need with mocked up with the engine. So now hopefully get a lot more going on with this project. Maybe pull the engine transmission, get ready to send that to the machine shop, and get everything else I need. It's coming together. I finally found the windshield wiper switch, which was that took a while to find it. I've been searching eBay for months, and I've been searching Marketplace for 78 to 83 trucks, and I've been trying to pay attention to the pictures and ask people, hey, will you send me a picture of the windshield wiper switch, which throws them off, because it's got to have that particular windshield wiper switch, had that module. And I'm just trying to basically buy a truck from the module, because at least in the truck I'd know if it'd work or not. But finally found one on eBay. So everything under the dash is ready. Technically here just needs to be plugged in. That's not a big deal. Yeah. Now a little bit further. I'm glad, especially since now it's almost spring and finally got it out and got some work done on it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. As always, thanks for watching.